Yeah, I was very interested in the fact that he had his own origin story in the movie, and to be one way and become another way. You know, I think a lot of times what he becomes is always just kind of an expression of what he had inside of him all along. They're not like two different things necessarily. But I don't know, I remember telling Martin quite early on that I felt like he was the kind of kid that licked the battery or went up onto the roof with a coat hanger during a thunderstorm, stuff like that, you know, just to see what stuff felt like and looked like, and that was always kind of the most important thing to me as a biologist, and particularly interested in like extremophiles, animals that live at the bottom of the ocean, Mariana Gulch, or even just penguins. It's a way of understanding what might exist elsewhere, and of course he gets this opportunity to see up close in the movie.
You know, we're going to take some questions from the audience in a second, and I'd like to remind you all, please make sure your questions end in a question mark. No proposals, no pitches, no threats. You know, hey, how you doing? We'll go ahead. I didn't realize it was there. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, C.T. McLean here. My question is to Peter Sarsgaard. What got you hooked to this project and to the character that you're playing?
What got me hooked? Well, I came in one day and talked to Martin, and Martin told me what the story was, and quite smartly told me the story through the eyes of my character, you know. It's a great way to first see something. And, you know, it felt like an amazing arc, a great journey for a character to start out one way and end another way, and that's all you really ever want.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going? Yeah, I think the Green Lantern Corps is such a large cast of characters, and they're all so fantastic. How did you pick the focus for the film? What characters to feature for the story?
Great, Martin.
Somebody? I mean, you know, the characters they really focused on, Kilowog, Tomar-Ray, Sinestro, those characters make sense in the history of Hal Jordan, Kilowog being his drill sergeant, Sinestro's mentor, Tomar-Ray, spiritual guide. And then beyond that, it was really up to the production team picking the characters like Stell, Green Man, and Biz that they thought were cool. And they're all cool, so we're all cool.
The Green Lantern from Sector 79210.
Good day to you all. For Jeff John, could this be the beginning of a shared DC universe on film? Thank you.
There's going to be a lot of DC projects coming up, but I can't talk about them here. Maybe.
Hello.
They're here every year, aren't they?
Question for Mark Strong. Will your character in this movie kick ass?
Say that again, sorry.
Will your character in this movie kick ass?
He certainly will, yeah. As Hal's mentor, we have an interesting time together, because I feel like Sinestro feels like it's his duty to train him up, because he doesn't believe that a human can possibly be a member of the Corps. So I shall do my best to, as you say, kick ass.
My face is so big. Okay, my question is for Ryan. Did the production company come to you, or did she go to them? And my friend Anna wanted to say hi.
But I'll answer the question part. I was asked if I wanted to have a meeting with Martin Campbell, and I went and sat down with him, and like I said before, I didn't know that much about the Green Lantern character, but he introduced me to the world, and the thing that he did, a little bit of emotional kung fu he put on me, was that he took me upstairs, and he took me to the art department of the film, and he showed me what the worlds looked like, and what Ola looked like, and what the suit's going to look like, and at that point, the tables had turned entirely, and I was begging him for this job. And at first I sort of
you know, I want to be as right for this character as they do, and I want to make sure it's a good fit. And I think what really pushed it all over the edge for me was I saw this guy who sort of is seemingly arrogant and cocky right off the bat in the film, and how he's given this extraordinary gift, which in turn is incredibly humbling for him. And I thought that was a really interesting arc for a character, particularly in a superhero film.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi. I was just wondering, having been a big fan of the Secret Origins arc, how much emphasis is going to be placed on the relationship between Hal Jordan and his father, Mark?
We all look at each other. At the beginning of the movie, of course, it's well known that Martin Jordan's died in a... Come on. Pull yourself together. Very well, that's going to happen. Right. So, he died of a plane crash, and of course, Hal is there when this happens and sees the event take place. And it affects him very much, certainly for the rest of his life, and certainly through the arc of this particular story. And it plays into his fear, which of course he has to overcome finally at the end of the movie when he becomes a fully fledged Green Lantern.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi. My question's for Judge John. Hi, Judge. Hi. Now that we have Batman, we have Green Lantern, Superman's coming back, do you think there's a chance for a Justice movie? And would you all be on board for that?
Well, there's always a possibility for everything, but Green Lantern is, I think Green Lantern is, the scope of Green Lantern, the success of Green Lantern will really lead the charge for everything DC does.
Hello.
Hi, Heather. Oh, kind of right. My question is for everyone. If you guys could dress up as a superhero for Comic-Con, who would you be?
That's a good one.
I'd go with a Wookiee because I'd like to be cute and dangerous.
I think he means an Ewok, but whatever.
No comments made later?
Harry Potter. I'm sorry. He's not a superhero though, but he's awesome.
You know, the only one that I was obsessed with Captain America, so I guess... I would love to show you Sinestro, because I think he looks amazing in this movie, so I have to come see that. You know, I think I'd like to be the flight. You know, absolutely my choice of dressing up.
I'd be Tom Ray, because I think he's incredibly cool. Barry Allen, Flash. Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. This is a question for Ryan. What does it feel like to say the Green Lantern oath?
You're the cutest. It sounds a little like this. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. But those who worship evil's might, beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
Hey, Ryan has the Green Lantern book for you. Just wait there, we'll have somebody bring it to you, okay? Just wait right there. There you go. All right. I was going to say good luck, dude. Whatever you got.